Hello everyone and welcome back to Optimize FPL. We're going to be taking a look back on Game Week 29, although it is still happening as we speak. As we can see, Wood still has a game left. And then we're going to be looking at Game Week 30 and the free hit team that I have drafted and what the optimized free hit team is according to Fantasy Football Hub's predicted scores. Let's get into it. So as we can see on screen, my team did very well for this double game week. Almost every single player returned. If you count clean sheets as returning, then absolutely every single player has returned except for Wood. But Wood still has another game against Everton. I don't see that being a low-scoring game because both teams don't have amazing defenses. Newcastle have gotten a lot better defensively, but I don't see them keeping a clean sheet. And Everton have been absolutely terrible for a while now, so I can see them definitely scoring. Some standout players this game week, definitely Kane doing amazing against Brighton, getting a goal. Kulusevski, I think, is also someone that's the standout player. Getting 11 points. I mean, he got the assist in the game against Brighton, which was really great for the shot against Romero's leg, which really worked out quite well. Robertson getting an assist and getting lots of points. Same with Trent Alexander-Arnold, no assist, but still lots of points. An interesting one was Salah. So I captained Salah, obviously, and I know a lot of people wanted to captain Salah, which they did in full force. I'm going to quickly take you to another screen now. So this is what my team looked like for Game Week 29 using live FPL. Salah's captaincy percentage was 217. That means any points he got would actually be 17% points against me, which was very rough. Another player who was definitely somebody that was a killer this week, as you can say on the screen, is Saka. He would have, if he got any points in any of those games, he would have absolutely destroyed my rank. Luckily, he didn't get any points. Kane did very well, especially considering he is at 60% ownership in the top 10K. Martinelli also doing very well. Robertson was a great player this week to have. Doherty did good enough, didn't get any assists, but got a clean sheet, so can't be too upset about it. The only player that could really boost my game week rank, like to be like in the top 2,000 or 1,000, is if Wood got a goal or even two. If he got a couple of goals, this would be an unreal game week because he's at 5% ownership in the top 10K. That means like out of 3,000 people, only 150 of them own him. So if I'm that close, like I could be getting pretty close to the top 1,000. To be honest, I'm only 30 points off right now. So I'm hoping that Wood can get some return this game week. Okay, let's take a look at my game week 30 free hit now. So because I have two free hits, I'm thinking that this game week I'm definitely going to free hit. I already have. I just think that I should free hit this game week for game week 30. I had about 8 players playing. I probably could have brought in a couple extra for a couple of hits, but I just thought, why would I bother? I should just use my free hit now, and I still have another one for later, so I'm going to use it in game week 33. And then I'm going to bench boost in game week 36. That's my plan. That's the plan of attack. I'm very happy with it. If anybody has any other suggestions, maybe bench boost 33 and then free hit 36. That's definitely an option. Or maybe bench boost sometime in a 34 or 32. 32 probably not going to happen though because I have a lot of Man City player or lots of Liverpool players playing Man City, so I really doubt that's going to happen. But going into this team, so as we can see, we've tripled up on I think 4 teams here or 5 teams. Arsenal triple up. We've got Tierney, Saka, Lacazette. I'm not too excited about the Arsenal defense against Aston Villa because I think Aston Villa have been doing really well offensively, especially when they're away. But I think Tierney is the best attacking fullback that I can get this game week from Arsenal. And like the other players I could put back there just aren't going to cut it for me. So I think that Tierney is probably the best player from Arsenal for defense at least. Saka and Lacazette didn't do too much in the double game week, so I'm a little bit worried about that. But I think Saka's ownership this week is going to be so high that I think I should just have him no matter what. And there's not a lot of forward spots, and I have so much extra money that I just thought might as well get the most expensive forward I can find is Lacazette. So those are the two forwards from Arsenal that I've chosen. The next triple up is Regulon, Son, Kane. I think for obvious reasons, this triple up makes a lot of sense. Maybe not Regulon, maybe Doherty could be better, but Regulon against Brighton had 2 very good chances that Kane made for him that I think he definitely should have scored. I think Regulon could have probably left that game with 2 goals. At least 1 goal should have happened, so he's very unlucky not to get any returns there. So I think Regulon is a great pick, especially considering Sessegnon is still out injured. He's definitely going to start 100%. There's no worry about it. Like with Doherty, he got taken off around like the 80th minute, so I think that he could be a little bit more of a rotation risk in the near future, like for next game week. Son and Kane, they're not going anywhere. I mean, they're the 2 best players in the game right now for this game week. There's just, I don't know why you would take them out. West Ham at home, it's a great fixture. Kane loves the London Derby. I'm captaining him no matter what. Son, I guess you could argue maybe Kulusevski could be a better pick for this position, but I think Son is just he's just world class. You don't take him out of the team. The next triple up is Wolves. We've got Sa and Seiss in the defense. So Leeds are a very attacking team. I have to admit that, but I think Wolves are just so good defensively that I think that they're probably more likely to keep a clean sheet than Wolves are or than Leeds are to score. Which is obviously why I put two of them in. The only player that I'm a little bit concerned about and not 100% sure about is Jimenez. He has been benched a few times. I have so much extra cash in this team. I don't know what else I'd do. Maybe I bring in Tony, but I'm a little bit worried that Leicester might actually get their shit together and actually defend. But we'll have to wait and see. I don't really think that's gonna happen, but it could happen. So Jimenez is definitely on the chopping block. He's something that I'm definitely considering taking out for Tony. The next triple up that has two players on the bench is Aston Villa. We've got Coutinho starting against Arsenal at home. I think that Coutinho's just been so good recently that I just don't see why I'd bench him. He's just been really good. Um, he's just looked fantastic when he was playing. He's been linking up play a lot. He's gotten lots of assists, lots of goals. He just seems like a perfect threat, and I just think that he is just an absolutely amazing player. I don't know what Barcelona were doing to him to make him not play the way he's playing now, but goddamn, is he amazing. So I think he's pretty nailed in my team right now. On the bench, we have both defensive assets from Aston Villa. We have Martinez and Cash. I don't expect Martinez to go into the team, but I still have 2 million extra to just fart around with that I have nothing to do with. So I thought I might as well get a really good backup goalkeeper. I don't expect Saw to miss anything, but God forbid he gets injured somehow in the game before the game starts, and Martinez comes in. That's fine. Matty Cash thrown on the bench. I think Arsenal definitely scoring in this game. Aston Villa do have a good defense. Don't get me wrong, but I think Arsenal just looked so much better. They even played really well against Liverpool. They didn't get to score, but they played really expansive football that I think definitely could have led to some goals. Martinelli was one of the players I was particularly keeping my eye on, obviously because I owned him that game week, but also because I think he was doing absolutely fantastic on the left wing, taking real advantage of Trent Alexander-Arnold going very forward. So I think that the same thing could happen with Aston Villa because their fullbacks are pretty attacking. Last but certainly not least, the last triple up on my team is Leicester. They are playing Brentford at home. The player that I'm starting is Barnes. And I've got Madison on the bench and then Pereira. I think Madison could easily go to someone like Rafinha to be at the first on the bench. I just think that Leeds don't look that amazing. I worry about them. They only scored 2 goals. I mean, they did score 2 goals against Norwich, so don't get me wrong, that's still very good. But it still worries me overall. But Leicester look pretty good attacking. Pereira's back. Obviously, I'm not sure about his minutes. He's a minutes risk for sure. He's only played 60 minutes in the last game and then missed the last two before that. So maybe I might throw him third on the bench. Maybe I'll just take him out for Sancho. I just think Sancho's just been playing so poorly, and Evans and Fofana are both supposed to be coming back very soon, so I'm worried that he might get benched for one of the two of them. Barnes, the reason I'm starting Barnes is because I think he just looked absolutely electric on that left wing. He's probably one of the best Leicester assets you can get right now. I think that if Vardy was still around, he definitely would have been a better asset, but I think that because he's not around, Barnes just looks just even more rapid than everybody else in the field. So I think Barnes is definitely a good pickup for this week. If I wasn't free hitting, I definitely would have considered probably someone like Rafinha to Barnes this week, or maybe someone who's not playing this week to Barnes, maybe like Kulusevski. No, Kulusevski's playing too. I don't know who I would have transferred, to be honest. I haven't really thought about it that much because I was always going to free hit. But if I had a player that I was going to take out, I would have brought them. I would have brought Barnes in. Let's move on to the optimized team. Okay, so please try to ignore the gray players. Those are the players that would have been. Those are the bench players. So just try to ignore them. I only have the starting 11 for this team. The starting 11 for this team: Martinez and Cash. So they really don't. They don't rate Arsenal at all away from home, which is probably fair. I mean, maybe I'm overrating them by tripling up on them against Aston Villa, but I think doubling up on their defense is overrating them. So there's that. Maybe I'll put in Cash for Tierney, and then I'll have a little bit of like a safety in case there is no goals in that game. Then I'll have at least two players returning, and if there is goals in that game, I'll have three players returning. So that might be like a hedge against potential 0-0. Seiss 5.0. I think that he's a great player this week. Out of all the Wolves defenders, I think he's definitely the best. Surprised that there's no other Wolves players in this team, though. I just think that that's a little bit crazy. Another thing that really concerns me about this team is Mbamo and Tony both starting for this team, but also Sayuncu starting for the team. I guess it's a little bit of a hedge because there's not that many games playing this week, but I mean, if Mbamo and Tony are both playing, they should be destroying Leicester's defense because Leicester has just been terrible. So I do think that Tony is a good pick this week, but picking both him and Sayuncu just seems confusing to me. Kane and Son in, no surprise there. Coutinho in, no surprise there. They tripled up on the Arsenal or the Aston Villa team, so maybe they just don't rate Arsenal at all. Maybe it's just that Aston Villa just looked super good. No West Ham players either in this team, and same with my team. I just think that's a bad, a ton of them away is just a bad game week to bring in players, so I'm not surprised there. Last thing I want to talk about this video was my transfer plans. This is my game week 31 team as it stands. I'm going to be taking Wood out for Weghorst. I think that Weghorst is a good player to bring in. I think he's someone that I was going to always bring in for Wood eventually. Wood has like he doesn't have minutes concerns right now, but I think when Wilson comes back from injury, he'll have to be competing with Wilson. He'll have to be competing with Saint Maximin. I know Saint Maximin plays more in the wing, but with Fraser there as well, he's going to have to push somebody else out. Like there's a lot of there actually is a lot of attacking quality at Newcastle, which is weird and hard to say. And there's only 11 spots in the field, so I'm worried that he's going to get benched eventually. Weghorst with Burnley, he's never getting benched. Man City at home is definitely not a great fixture to play for him, but Everton at home could be a great fixture. I'm not going to be captaining him though, and I'm not going on my way to get double game weekers this week. I just think Weghorst is a good player to hold on to for the long term future. Probably to the end of this season, maybe final game week I take him out, but he's relatively cheap and he's going to play every game, and he's got lots of doubles to play still. So yeah, the main thing that I don't like about this team is I have to bench both Kulusevski and Doherty against Newcastle at home. Obviously, Newcastle have been playing better, and Spurs have not been playing amazing, but I still think that Kulusevski has looked absolutely amazing, so I might put Kulusevski on for Borja. We'll have to see what Leeds are doing. If Leeds start playing really well, then Southampton, I could drop Broya. But if Leeds are doing really terrible still, I might just keep Broya. I don't know. I think I'm probably going to drop Broya out actually for Kulusevski. So this is actually what the team would look like. Not making on the fly decisions. So yeah, this is what the team would probably look like actually now that I think about it. But yeah, overall I like the team. I think it's great. Watford triple up for Liverpool. I think that's gonna be a great fixture for them. Captaining Salah for now. We'll have to see what his fitness is like when he gets back from the international break. I'm a little bit worried that he might have a niggling injury, so I'm a little concerned about that. But overall, I think it's a great team. I like it a lot. I think it's going to do really well. The week after, though, is a bit of a benching headache because I am going to bench probably both Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold because they're playing Man City away. Obviously, they could keep a clean sheet. It could very easily be a 0-0. Considering it's for the title, I can't imagine them going too hard offensively. So that's why I think that they maybe I play Trent, but honestly I don't know. I think the team overall is very good though. I've taken Havertz out, or I've taken Coutinho out for Havertz because I have some extra money, and I think that Havertz is a good option. We'll have to see how well he's playing at this point. He's playing really well right now, but I do worry that Lukaku will finally get into form and he'll take a spot. So Havertz is very much maybe I pick him, maybe I don't. I will be captaining Kane this week, unless I can find somebody else that I think has a better fixture. But honestly, I don't see anybody having a better fixture than Kane this week. I will be benching Broya against Chelsea at home because obviously Chelsea at home is going to be a terrible fixture for him. And yeah, I'm going to free hit game week 33, so I haven't really thought about it past that point. Thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Please feel free to subscribe, and I will catch you guys after this game week's over. Cheers and have a good one.